Well, this is a surprise. Who'd have thought I'd be live streaming on a Saturday night, but here I am. Hello, hello, hello. I hope there are people out there who will be able to join me. 2 nights in a row. Feeling very different to last night. I may have had a little drinky winky. I'm in my hotel room again. Usual rules apply. Keep it civil, keep it clean, keep it friendly, keep it honest, blah blah blah, yakety schmackety. Or as to quote the dad from Tasmania, blah blah blah, yakety schmackety. Yeah, so I'm still in Portsmouth. Been to the Isle of Wight today. If no one joins, this just becomes a blog or a vlog and just stays up on my channel as a vlog. Yeah, I'm live, and this is completely unplanned. I didn't really think about going live. I did purchase some more Ultimate Wi-Fi so that I could do this again, mainly because I wanted to. So yeah, I'm here. My friends are still down in the pubs. They're off to a nightclub, and I'm really not nightclub material, to be honest with you. I as an autistic adult, I have to mask, and in a nightclub, it is one of the hardest, most energy zapping things to mask and appear neurotypical when you're neurodivergent. And I'm sure if you're watching this back and you're neurodivergent as well, you will understand my sort of purr, as it were. I say purr because I can't think of anything else to say. Not lack of enthusiasm, but lack of energy. I went to the Isle of Wight today. Did the Isle of Wight Steam Railway, Haven Street, down to Wootton, down to Smallbrook Junction, and back up to Wootton, and then back to Haven Street, which is the middle of the line. But it's the best way to do it. It's different to a lot of heritage railways because the best way to actually get to it is via Rye Pierhead by train to Smallbrook Junction. Unfortunately, there's no trains running from Rye Pierhead to Smallbrook Junction, because we would have also got the train to Sandown. Instead, we had to get the bus from Ryde. We had to go back into Ryde, back out to Sandown. The Isle of Wight's lovely, though. Absolutely love the Isle of Wight. It's a beautiful place. Absolutely beautiful. But we came back and had Italian. I had mushrooms in a white sauce with I think it was bruschetta or something like that. It was a toasted bread, and calzone, which is the folded pizza, and to top it off, tiramisu. We got there and they actually said there's a couple of things we don't have, and that's bolognese, chocolate sauce, toffee sauce, And the one that really, really did it for me, no cheesecake. No cheesecake. Well, no cheesecake. So I had tiramisu instead, which was nice, and I'm quite partial to tiramisu as much as I am cheesecake, so it's all good. It's all good. You know, but it's rare for me to have a three-course meal in a restaurant. But it felt like a special occasion, and decided to do it that way. And as I say, this is probably going to end up being a blog. I very much doubt I'll get anyone joining me to chat. So I'll just keep going and let this record and do it that way, But I do enjoy doing these lives, even if they're quiet, because, as I say, I very rarely do it on a Saturday night. Might have a coffee in a minute, actually. Might do myself a coffee, so you might hear the kettle going. I have had a few drinks, so I'm not. I'm coherent, which is a good thing. I'm relaxed. I feel very, very relaxed. And in a nightclub situation, I know that I'm not comfortable in a nightclub situation. I am honestly very uncomfortable in that sort of situation. I am a social creature. I do like socializing, and I do like being with my friends. It's just that an environment like that is very, very, very out of my comfort zone. And although I enjoy being taken out of my comfort zone, there are limitations. And the limitations I have are how best to describe my limitations is actually quite difficult to say, to be honest with you, to describe them, because they are very specific. You'd think it would be easy to talk about them if they're specific, but at the same time, it's very, very, very difficult to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've had a really, really amazing day. I mean, we did the Isle of Wight. We went over the Isle of Wight on the Sea Cat, the catamaran, from Portsmouth Harbour to Ryde Pierhead. We got a taxi to Haven Street, which is the headquarters of the Isle of Wight Steam Railway. We travelled behind a War Department 060 saddle tank, austerity saddle tank called Royal Engineer, a War Department loco. Then we got a cab back to Ryde, got the bus from Ryde to Sandown, where we played indoor golf, indoor adventure golf, I should say, which was very interesting. If you're ever on the Isle of Wight and you find yourself in Sandown, go down to the pier and do their adventure golf. It's a huge amount of fun. I really, really honestly recommend it. I will say this now, if you're watching this via the playback, when people start joining me properly, because I'm still at 0 viewers, and I don't care really, because I just like talking. I enjoy doing these vlogs. But anyway, I will probably repeat a lot of this, so you will probably hear a lot of what I've already said. So I apologise, but this is a re-record, this is a pre-recorded live stream, or this is a live stream that is recorded. Therefore, so as I say, if you find yourself on the Isle of Wight, go to Sandown, go to the pier, and do their indoor adventure golf. I entirely recommend it. It's a lot of fun, a huge amount of fun, absolutely. The arcades are good as well. I won a lot of some might call it tat. What did I win? I've got them here. A squeezy sort of foam 8-ball, which is squeezy like a stress ball. I won a Scooby-Doo keyring. I also won another keyring in the shape of an arcade machine, but it's very cracked and broken on the back, so it probably won't last 5 minutes because it's literally, it fell out of the machine like that. And then I won one of these. Now I've already got one of these, but I'm quite pleased that I actually won this because it gives me something to play with. I could probably take this one to work and use this one whilst I've got a bigger one that I use at home for stress relief. So I'll probably keep this one for the office because it's only 5 button things. So, that I'll probably keep for the workplace because it's good for me to... I'll probably take the keyring off though. I probably will take the keyring off because I'll do that with a pair of pliers, or I will clip off the little hook just so it's the buttons. So yeah, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good today after yesterday's live stream, which took a lot out of me. I'm seeing the world in a more positive place. I don't know how long this one's going to be, to be honest with you. I really don't know. As I say, Saturday nights for live streaming always seem quiet. Always seem quiet. Hence why it ends up becoming like a vlog rather than a live stream. And, you watch it back as live. And I'm not bothered by that, really. I enjoy talking. That's why I like doing my live streams on a Friday, because everyone seems to be able to make it on a Friday. But Saturdays seem to be the day that everyone has something happening. And, I accept that. We all have our own lives. And I'm always grateful when people join me, even if they join me for 30 seconds or something like that. It just shows that people are taking interest in what I have to say. Oh, Miss Chic, hello, thank you for joining. Yes, yeah, I am live streaming again this evening. I've kind of come back to the hotel. Yeah, I'm doing well today. Apart from the fact I hurt my ankle on the Isle of Wight, I'm back in Portsmouth. I've come back to the hotel. My friends have gone off to a nightclub, or are going to a nightclub. They're getting a taxi into Portsmouth from where we are. We're at the dockyard, or we're staying at the dockyard area, and I'm back at the hotel. Nightclubs aren't really my thing, to be honest with you. I don't really do noise or bright, flashing lights and things like that. I'm the sort of chap that likes the quiet life. Well, I can walk on it. I am able to walk on it, but it throbs. I don't quite know how it happened, but I fell off the pavement. I hadn't been drinking. I've had a few drinks this evening. But well, I had a few drinks this evening with my friends out of, to be social. I've just come back from a local branch of Slug and Lettuce in Gunwolf Keys. It sort of feels warm. I mean, I obviously, because I've had alcohol, I can't take any painkillers or anything, but I've got it resting and it's not too bad. I can walk on it, thankfully. So yeah, but it's been a really good day. We did, as I said earlier on, during the first sort of 15 minutes or so of this video, did a steam railway today, played indoor adventure golf. So I highly, as I said before, I highly recommend the indoor adventure golf at Sandown on the Isle of Wight. It's a huge amount of fun. It's only 11 holes. It's only 11 holes, so it's £4. It's £4 a person, and it is Amanda. Hello. Thank you for joining me. I'm talking adventure golf. I really do recommend the Isle of Wight. It's a really... You're not late at all, Amanda. You're not late at all. We're only 17 minutes in. It's already been a bit vlogish. I'm not going anywhere fast. But I recommend the Isle of Wight so much. It's such a beautiful part of the world. So, if you're watching this back, and to all my American friends, if you find yourself in Portsmouth, I highly recommend a visit to the Isle of Wight. You can get the ferry, you can get the sea cat, the catamaran, you can get the hovercraft. There's three ways of getting there. And yeah, beautiful part of the world, absolutely beautiful. Ryde is a lovely town. I want to stop off at Brading. They've got a Roman villa at Brading, and I'd really love to do that. So I'm actually thinking of coming down here on my own in the future and visiting the island on my own, and the frog language. What's with the... What's with the frog? What's with the frog? Oh, you crack me up, Amanda. You really do. Thank you so much. Oh dear. Oh dear. You're so very naughty. You are so very, very naughty. Oh dear. Oh. 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 I am calm. I am a shell. Um, I've really lost my line of thought now. Sometimes you just gotta laugh. You've just gotta laugh. And yeah, you're absolutely right. I did, Amanda. I really did, Amanda. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, the serotonin levels have been restored. Um, trying to think what I was saying now. It'll come back to me. Anyway, yeah, so Isle of Wight, incredibly recommended. You know, you can't do the entire island in a day. It is a huge place, really. But the bus services are regular. When it's up and running, there is a train service from Ryde Pierhead down to Shanklin. So, you know, it's pretty well catered for public transport. It's probably some of the best public transport links in the country. Compared to where I live. Where I live is absolute rubbish for for buses. You're better off getting a taxi than a bus around my way. It's a complete shambles, but that's by the by. That's something that's for another time. As I said, if you enjoy adventure golf, Sandown Pier has an amazing one. It's only 11 holes, as I said, and it's only £4 a person, but it is incredible. And it's a huge amount of fun. Absolutely loved it. You know, I definitely would say, if anything, next time I travel and stay away, I would actually look myself staying on the island. I would absolutely love to stay on the Isle of Wight. Because I'm not really a nightclub person. I'm not a, as I say, my friends have gone on to a nightclub this evening and in Portsmouth, and I have come back to the hotel, as I said, because obviously my ankle throbs a little bit, but I can't take anything for it. You know, and we were in a Slug and Lettuce, And if you don't know what Slug and Lettuce is, it's a bar. Mainly, this is. I'm sure they have them up where. I'm sure they have them in your part of the world, Miss Chic. Um, but for those who aren't British and are watching this back, they're sort of like nightclub like atmosphere, but they're not a nightclub, they're a bar. But the volume of the music was too loud. They turned the lights off and started flashing bright lights and things. And for someone in my position in life, as an autistic adult who has to mask to get through life, with lots of triggers like loud noises and bright lights, it doesn't, it can, with some autistic people, it can trigger a meltdown. I am very controlled, but I do make it very clear on my face I don't really want to be there. No one really picks up on it, but I do feel. Pink, hello, 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 hello. Thank you so much for joining. Banana Muffin, hello. It's all. Everyone's joining. It's so wonderful. But yeah, as I was saying, I came back to the hotel because I'm not a nightclub person. I'm much more of a. I'm a person who likes the quiet life. I'll be honest with you. I mean, yeah, there were people my age at Slug and Lettuce, but to be honest with you, I'm someone who enjoys the quieter things in life. I'm all about. It's the simple things that keep me going. I don't listen to people like Stormzy or Tinchy Strider or Kanye West or anything like that. So the music that my two friends listen to is completely alien to me. It's completely it's not the sort of music I listen to, and therefore I can't get excited about it. And that's the truth. I really just can't get excited about it. And that is just me, really. I much prefer the quiet. I'd much rather be here talking with you. This is my idea of a Saturday night. Okay, I'm sitting in a hotel room. I'm not in my usual hobby room at home. I haven't got my bookcases behind. I'm in the same place as last night. But if they were to say go to a jazz club or something like that, nice. I would. Yeah, see, if it was something like that in Spain, yeah, I'd be fine. If it was something, a bit more to my liking, I like. Yeah, exactly. There were so many young people because Portsmouth is a university town. And I kind of feel very out of place. Because I mean, I'm not sophisticated in any way or form. I just see the world differently to a lot of people. I experience the world differently. And in truth, I become very uncomfortable very quickly. And it does cause a lot of internal conflict. Because I do want, deep down, there is a part of me that probably does want to be out there. But in reality, Yes, exactly. Jazz, rock, and country. They're the three. I've always wanted to do a jazz club. I love rock concerts, and I would love to do something involving country music. And we do have we do have folk and country festivals in Britain. And I'm very. People might say I'm old fashioned when it comes to my style of music, the styles of music I really enjoy. I'm very into folk music, um, things like that, and traditional English folk. And I'm not talking Steel Eye Span or James Alexander, or Alexander James. Um, it. Yeah, exactly, banana. I can't do nightclubs because they're too crowded. I much prefer. I would prefer a cozy historic bar, something like that, over a nightclub. Um, because I do find them very hot, very claustrophobic, and very overcrowded. Um, and I imagine this one will be because the tickets are only £5 each, so it's going to be very popular this evening. Um, who's mentioned opera music? Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I enjoy opera. I do enjoy opera. I don't pretend to understand it. I just love the style of singing, but that's just me. You do you. You just keep on being you, Amanda. I won't judge you because that's what you enjoy. You might enjoy things that I don't, and that's absolutely fine. See, yeah, okay. See, that is something I don't listen to. But it's what appeals to you. So, you know, um, I don't really listen to um gospel or anything like that. I appreciate the styles and things, and I respect them, but it's just not me. It's just not for me. And I think that's what's so good because there's such a variety. It's like with ASMR. There's something for everybody. Um, Mr. McCrary, thank you for joining. Very nice to have you here. Yes, lovely to have you here. Thank you, my good sir. Um, yeah, I mean, we have some free. We have sort of mini local music festivals in my hometown and the neighbouring town. So yes, actually, Pink, that's a good question. How is Mark getting on, Amanda? I I, I honestly hope he is doing very well. Um, you know, I know how worried you were for him, and you know, I mean, if you don't want to say on here, please don't. Um, you can always message me separately on Twitter. Um, but I do hope he's doing really well. Um, oh, well, that's something. Yeah, I mean, there can't be much worse than a persistent cough like that. I mean, I've had persistent coughs, not COVID, fortunately, but they do come and go, and I fully understand. Julie, hello, 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 hello. Thank you for joining. Hello. Yes, you weren't at last night's live stream, were you? Very eventful, very eventful. Also good to hear he's much better. That's wonderful news. Excuse me, I feel like someone's tapping the top of my head. Um, I wouldn't. How would I say it, Julie? It was very. It was a very tense live stream last night. A very tense. Pink. Um, it was a very tense live stream last night. For me. I would say watch the replay, and you'll see why. I kind of want to move on from last night's live stream. It was. Gear, hello. Thank you for joining. Yeah, as I say, Julie, it was very it was emotional. It was quite emotional. As I say, if you watch it back, you will understand what I mean. But I'm still here. I'm kind of. No, I've had a good day. I've had a very good day. It's been. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just trying to think of something, but I've just thought of it. No complaints. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. That's the best way of saying it, Amanda. Definitely. Thank you. Yeah, as I say, it was very emotional last night for me. Very emotional. So, trying to think what else I can talk about. How many times can I? How many times can I say the Isle of Wight is a lovely place? Because it is. It is. Ooh. We are pink. We are. We are literally. No, I'm in a very modern, sort of motel-like place. It's a premier. What's known as a Premier Inn. There's a couple of different. Franchises in the UK. There's Premier Inn, Travel Lodge, Holiday Inn. There's a couple of independents as well. But I'm in a Premier Inn, quite a nice Premier Inn actually. It's quite pleasant. I'm just sort of sitting at the table. I might go and get a glass of water in a minute actually. But no, it's pleasant. It's comfortable. Got like it's not a twin room. I've got a double bed. You know, reminds me that I'm single. I have a single bed at home. If you've seen my recent tweets about that sort of thing, you'll understand. My time will come. Oh, what? Down by Gunwolf Keys, Miss Chic. Yeah, just opposite the dockyard, the historic dockyard. Oh, Manda, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really, thank you. She is. She absolutely is pink. Oh, yes. Yes. Viking village. Oh, definitely. I sometimes think I must have been a Viking, or I must have Viking ancestry. Because, I mean, look at this. I mean, you can't really see it. The lighting isn't very good in here. But if we were at home, I'd have better lighting. And I definitely have a very, very red beard. You can't tell on this because the lighting isn't very strong, but my beard is incredibly red, and I definitely think I have Scandinavian blood in me. Um, yeah, I think I must have. Um, yeah, I'm about 5 minute walk from. I'm actually less than 5 minute walk from uh, Portsmouth Harbour Railway Station. Um, so you come out of the station, and instead of going to Gunwolf Quays, you walk down the road on towards HMS Warrior. But instead of going through the dockyard gates, you cross over. There's a pub on the corner, and if you walk up, there's the pub. Walk past the pub on the corner, up the road, and there's a like steakhouse restaurant underneath it, and I think the road's called Queen Street or something like that. But it's really comfortable. It's really nice. It's perfect for 2 nights. Um, I'm happy with it. Um, it is it's reasonable. It's a double bed, as I said. Not a twin room. My two mates have got a twin room, so one of them's got the sofa bed, and the other one's got the double bed. But I've just got a single room, which is a double bed, and But I like Portsmouth. I do like Portsmouth. I'd stay here again. It's a lovely place. Um, yeah, I mean, eventually we have spoken about staying down in Southampton in the future as well, because me and my one of my best mates, we're Southampton supporters in the football. I'm more of an armchair supporter myself, but he wants to take me to a proper Southampton match at St Mary's ground, so we're going to probably look at that in the future, um, which I'm looking forward to. Never been to Southampton. Um, so, oh, thank you, Amanda. Thank you so much. I really honestly appreciate that. Um, but the other place we're also talking about is Bournemouth for a weekend away. There's going to be a lot of. I'm going to have a lot of things happening in my future, I think. Um, whether or not it it sort of causes anything to happen in a positive sense, I don't know. What happens when it happens. I'm very philosophical about it. um but ooh, the air conditioning has kicked in, and it's lovely. Absolutely lovely. I love the air conditioning, don't you? Yeah, I've heard Bournemouth University is quite nice. Yeah, I mean, Portsmouth is a university city. Southampton is a university city. It seems there are quite a few on the south coast. I mean, you've got Brighton as well. University of Brighton. But as I say, the next place I hope to visit and stay at is Southampton itself. Um, so no, you didn't hear Rafik this time. It was my no actual homes in the UK don't have air conditioning. We have to open windows. We have to have fans as well. Desk fans, domestic fans, things like that. We do. Hotels, yes, have air conditioning. Factories, shops, hospitals, anything like that, yes. But homes, no. We have central heating, but we don't have air conditioning, which is maybe some of the more modern homes do. I don't know, but most of the homes here in the UK don't. Um, Excuse me, I'm just going to get a glass of water. Oh, he says knocking over his phone. I've just unplugged it, so I'm just going to go and get a glass of water. Ooh. There we go. Just plug that back in. Yeah, so I've now got I'm just scrolling back up the I'll let you into a secret. I sleep with a fan on at home all year round. My room doesn't get hot. I just like the sound of the fan. But, I like my room to be... I don't even have the central heating on. I like my room freezing cold. I absolutely like a freezing cold room. So it works for me. It really does work for me. And, yeah, well, as long as the snow doesn't hit the UK around October, November, we'll be all right. Because the last thing I need in my job is snow. And all the snow. 'Twas in the month of December, in the year of 1882, the railway lines in Pevensey Bay lay buried under the snow. And all the snow. What I do feel, I'm just so glad that none of. Have any of you been affected by any? I mean, I don't know if you're in New York or New Jersey or anything, but I've seen the devastation that's been caused by the flooding there. I just hope everyone's okay. Oh, Vampire in the Mirror, hello. Hello indeed. Yes, yes. English. Yeah, yeah. Not quite sure what that means, but yes, yes. Welcome indeed. Welcome. Um, this was a very impromptu, unplanned live stream. Not quite to make up for yesterday's, but I wanted to do a supplementary anyway, because obviously I'm still waiting on certain elements for Lord of War and Heartache. So I'm doing a lot more live streams because I oh, minus 2 Celsius in the morning. And like 8 Celsius in the middle of. Oh, I like that. Please send that our way. I like it cold. I like cold weather, not ice, just cold. I like it. I like cold weather. The colder the better. No snow though, no ice. You know. Yeah, they have. I've seen them all through Twitter. I don't watch TV news, and I certainly don't read newspapers because they stress me out too much. So everything I learn is through social media because it seems more truthful. Some people might disagree with me, and that's absolutely fine. You know. Oh, right. You're you work outside. Yes. Yeah, I can see. I can see your valid point there. Cloudy, hello, 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 hello indeed. Thank you for joining. Always lovely to have new and regular faces here as always, and you're a regular, so thank you for joining me. I hope life is treating you well. Just waxing lyrical, waxing lyrical about life and everything in between. Saturday night, and the air is getting hot. Blah 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 blah. Yes. Good grief, I've been going nearly an hour already. Isn't it awkward though? Isn't it awkward though when you please steer the conversation, because I'm running out of things to think about, to talk about. So, please do steer the conversation. Oh, thank you, Gear. Thank you. Yes, I do. I am pretty much a real ale and bitter drinker. I'm not a great drinker of lager. I very much prefer the old English ales. I also enjoy a shot of whiskey, Scottish whiskey. I like gin, and I also like mead. I'm very old-fashioned when it comes to alcohol, but I don't drink to excess. I never. Well, I'll let you into a secret. I'm tipsy at the moment. I've had quite a few this evening. Let's see, I've had 3 pints of pale ale, 2 whiskies, and a espresso martini. And well, I try to. Thing is, I'm not a heavy drinker. As Julie said, you can tell when I've been drinking really heavily because my typing is incoherent. I do hydrate once I've been drinking. I do drink a lot of water. That's the secret I find to not getting a hangover. As soon as you get home, drink as much water as possible. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy my alcohol. I don't drink for the sake of. There's no point in drinking to the point that you can't remember the night before. If you want, why? Why would you do that? You want to be able to enjoy the evening and remember it the following day, but still participate in the merriment. As I say, usually the one that I never ever ever, if you want to see me really really off my rocker on alcohol, then by all means grant me a sambuca shot, because sambuca is my downfall. Yeah, I've heard that Scandinavian beer is supposed to be amazing, and Scandinavian alcohol. Yeah, definitely, definitely. As I say, I'm also a mead drinker, which I drink in moderation as well. So I'm quite partial to honey mead. Yeah, as I say, Amanda, I drink water. I hydrate, which helps. Alcohol for me, alcohol doesn't agitate it. Fortunately, it's more to do with fatty foods like bacon. Anything that's got bacon in it is a no, or I get the bacon taken out. But it's also to do with whatever that food's cooked in, as well. Certain types of oil. I'm okay with things like peanut oil, vegetable oil, olive oil. Should I? Okay, okay. I will put a poll up on Twitter, and I'm sure most people will say yes anyway. If I can properly get some alcohol in to home, would you want me to do a drunk stream? Sort of like Jodie Marie has done in the past. Would you like me to do a drunk live stream in the future? Okay. We will have to try and sort that out. I don't think I'm even going to have to do that poll on Twitter. Amanda, I don't even need to be drunk for you to I just need to work out what will sort of, yeah, we'll work something out. We will work something out. It's a deal. Oh boy. Oh boy. I can imagine what the I'll tell you something. If there's ever a UK meetup again of ASM artists, or if I ever organise a meetup with ASM artists here in the UK, I think we should do the Monopoly pub crawl in London. I think we should do the Monopoly pub crawl. It's all the stops are pubs in or near the locations on the Monopoly board around London. Um, thanks, Amanda. Yeah. What am I letting myself in for? Oh, yes. You know I'm a cosplayer, right? You know I do cosplay. I have come up with the ultimate cosplay idea. The meme-based cosplay. If I grow my hair long or get a long sort of wig like in that film, I could cosplay that character Robert Redford plays, where he goes, you know, from the GIF. Um, you know, and I can just stand there looking at people and nodding and smiling, you know. That would that would probably be one of the best cosplays ever done, you know. Maybe, who knows, maybe I am drunk. How can you tell? I could just be more random than usual. Ooh, aha, ooh, ahura. Usa. Oh dear. Oh, oh. 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 Oh, I've just scrolled up. Thank you for joining me, Miss Sheik. I really do appreciate. Sorry, I'm not laughing. Uh, who do I think I am, Boss Nass? Oh. Oh. Where did I get the? I don't know where I get the energy from. I just don't know. I am just. Drum solo. Why not? Why not? You know. And why not? No, normally that and why not is normally preceded by the William Tell Overture being played faster and faster, followed by an explosion. We're riding along on the crest of the wave, and the sun is in the sky. Ah! If you know, you know. But that could be a little in-joke on my... Not gonna be able to talk. I'm losing the ability to speak. Dum bum. Should have been a hand drummer. I should have been a drummer or a hand drummer. You know, one of those sort of bongo players. I could always play the bongos. Except I haven't got a set of bongos. Bongos. I like that word, bongo. Bongos. Yeah, there's different types of hand drum, isn't there? I could always do, you know, there's different types of hand drums and things. What's a K-drum? Skull. Definitely skull. A K-drum, is that a hand drum? I really ought to, you know, there's different... Why am I repeating what I'm just saying? I'm repeating so much at the moment. Yeah, I did hand drumming. Was it a drum circle? I can't remember. I did hand drumming at a youth club many years ago when I was younger, and that was a lot of fun. You know, they had different drums from all around the world. Everything from bongos to, I think it's something called, I want to say a dudek. I'm not sure if that's the right word, a dudek or a dubek. It was a funny shaped drum anyway. Yeah, I've heard of box drum. Yeah, but oh right, yeah. I know the one you mean. But as I say, you know, they had different styles of this bloke just bought in loads of them, and we did some songs and things like that, and there was one that I think went something like there wasn't any lyrics, but we just sort of, because I think I remember it to this day, because I think it was very simple. It went na 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 na, something like that. I think it's been years since I did anything like that, but it was a lot of fun. I do remember it really, really well. It I mean, to me, it sounded, it might have been Eastern or something like that. I don't know. It's been years since. It's been years since I did anything like that, and I'd do it again. I'd do it again. But I love anything percussion or anything like anything I can get a rhythm out of. Anything I can get a rhythm out of. Even just tapping my fingers. But then I like music. I like music from everywhere, really. Isn't it fascinating how it gets onto things like music and things like that? I'm quite into. I mean, I'm into globally speaking. I love Japanese music. Thank you so much for joining me, Miss Chic. Yes, have a very good night's sleep. I'm just going to put on the TV above me. I'm going to put it on silent, but I need to see what the time is. So I'm just going to put it on mute. What was that? Which one was it? Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy. I've got that on Blu-ray. Sorry, Guardians of the Galaxy are on the telly. Yeah, I'm very into Japanese music, but I'm also into. I like all global music, really, from Latin America. I mean, you've probably seen me talk about it all on Twitter and things like that, because I'm fascinated by global culture. I am fascinated by global culture. From anything from music to poetry to theatre to literature, anything really, you name it, I'm fascinated by it, because I think it's, we can learn so much from other cultures. Things that we don't know that they do, and that fascinates me greatly. And that, just trying to find a time. Trying to find a news channel with a clock. Ah, there we go. There we go. That'll do. Oh, good grief. It's gone midnight, so I probably will wrap this up very soon, to be honest with you. Yeah, I really ought to try and get some sleep. But yeah, this is it, Julie. This is absolutely it. I'm very big on, and I think that's why I've tried to I think that's why I've tried to sort of bring in different cultures and backgrounds for things like the Lord of War and Heartache, because I didn't want it just being a very lineal world. I wanted it to be a melting pot of cultural ideologies and concepts. I think that's what makes it work so well, because I wanted to mix different cultures together and create something that stands out amongst other stories. You know, it really does make a big difference for the storyline. I mean, there are some stereotypes, and there are some I guess there are some stereotypes, but you know, you gotta try and find a balance. And I mean, the Academy. You've heard me speak about the Academy before, and you've seen me talk about it on Twitter as well. That is a mixture of different cultures, all brought together under one roof, and I think it's an amazing concept. And I'm absolutely thrilled to have the people on board with that. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest. It's gone past midnight here, so I think I'm gonna wrap this up. Because I really need to get some sleep. But I will bid you all an absolutely amazing good night. I know it's not night. I know it's not night time for many of you where you are. It's probably late afternoon, early evening. But regardless of the fact, I will wish you all an amazing good night. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. Yeah, these last two live streams have been a roller coaster of emotions, and I'm so glad to have you all here to help me through it. If you need me, you can message me on Twitter, you can message me on Instagram, you can email me, I will respond if you need anything. Oh, Kaz, I'm so sorry, I'm just about to sign off because it's gone midnight here. But I was just saying, if anyone needs anything or any contact, please do contact me through social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. My Patreon is now up and running. I now have a Patreon, so people can sign up to that. I'm really excited about that. I will say that now, because it will help me to develop the channel with more bigger, exciting things. We can really make something of this channel. And I am so grateful for each and every single one of you, every single one of my subscribers, and everyone who joins me during these live streams. Even if you pop in at the last minute, I am so grateful for you being here. It means so much to me, because it knowing that you're here makes it worth doing. It makes it so worthwhile doing. And I am absolutely thrilled when everyone comes along and says hello, even if it's just a very brief hello. Thank you so much. We're coming up to the 1 hour 20-minute mark, so I shall sign off. I wish every single one of you a very, very good night. I hope you sleep the the most amazing sleep, dream the most amazing dreams, and, you know, I will see you next week. I will live stream on Friday, like I normally do. So, it's good night from me, and it's good night from him. Have a very, very good night, everyone. All the best. This is Matt, aka Ondarian ASMR, signing off. Babu.